Do you struggle to have challenging topics with your partner because you're an introvert? Studies show that introverts are a lot more stressed when having these conversations with their partner. So imagine if you can just have a conversation with your partner on what the issues really are, fully expressing yourself, and not feeling fearful, not feeling awkward, not having the anxiety, and also getting stuck on what to say, or just feeling frozen and just awkwardness. Well, I want to share 3 tips with you that you can incorporate as an introvert to help you have these conversations based on my own experiences and what I've learned from others, and also just countless books and articles I've researched on. I will also use my own personal experience as a reference to showcase how I've incorporated these techniques. Number 1, prepare ahead of time. So preparation is key here. As an introvert, you'll find it helpful to kind of prepare in advance. You need time to process, to just think about what you want to say, and then just how you want to say it as well. So take a notepad out, or just open the notes app on your phone, and then just start jotting down notes like what happened, what was the issue, what did he say or do that made you feel so upset or angry, like what is the issue that you want, or what is the current challenges you're having. So for example, for me, my partner and I got in a fight last Sunday, and at the end of it, he said, I don't think you care about me at all. And to me, that was very hurtful because obviously I do care about him. Just the fact that he said that to me made me feel so upset. And then after the fight, we kind of just, we stormed off kind of thing. We each went to our own areas and not talk for a bit because I'm an introvert. I need my own time to just process, to calm down, to really think about what happened. By doing this, it doesn't make me feel overwhelmed with what's happening, even though I am very distressed and then have all these thoughts going through my mind. But when I write it down, at least I can start thinking about, okay, this is what happened and this is what I want to say. So writing it down makes you feel more coordinated and more prepared. And it also reduces anxiety and makes it easier for you to convey your thoughts, because usually I get stuck on, I say my first piece, and then, there's that dialogue interaction. Then I forget what I wanted to say, or the conversation gets, kind of sidetracked to other places where I want to bring it back to what I want to say. Therefore, having that notes prepared ahead of time helps me be organized. Tip number 2 is choosing the right time and place. So setting really matters, because if you choose a quiet and comfortable setting, it'll make you feel more relaxed and not be interrupted. So make sure that both of you are in a calm state and not preoccupied with life stresses. So for example, when I had the courage to have that conversation with my partner, I waited till after work, after dinner, when we're both sitting on the couch, the TV's on, just more relaxed vibe. Then I brought it up, say, honey, can we talk about what happened last Saturday? And then that made me feel more like, okay, we're both in the right place to have that conversation. And it also creates more of an open, like an honest dialogue that can take place. So number 3 is using I statements and really actively listening to your partner. I cannot stress enough, active listening. So first, you use the I statements like, I feel upset when you did XYZ or said XYZ, right? So basically what I did was I told my partner, when you said that I don't care about you, it made me feel really upset. And I just paused it at that because I wanted to convey my point, like my main point across. And then I wanted to wait for him to really process that information and to really understand what is it that I'm trying to say. And also have a response to me, right? So you don't want to go rambling on and on and on because they just, get buried down with all the things you just said. So just stay on point, be really focused, be really concise, exactly what you want to convey. Also, don't use statements that start with you always or you never, like you're always late, you never do the dishes, you never do the chores. Like, don't say it in that tone because that's accusatory, and your partner will get defensive the moment he hears that. It will just be like ding, and then he'll be like, oh, angry about it. So make it from based on facts, what happened, and then say how you feel because you're conveying what you want. Then practice active listening. Now it's his turn to respond. And really, when I say active listening, means that you're not going to say a thing, zip it, silence, and you're going to be fully attentive to what he has to say. Like you're fully listening and you're not having all these thoughts about, oh, I'm going to respond to this. Oh, wait till I get back to you, blah, blah, blah. Don't have any of that. Just really understand his perspective. So after you said what you wanted to say, he can either acknowledge it and have a mature conversation about it, like, oh, I'm really sorry, I didn't mean it. I was just, so angry at what we, was fighting about that it just kind of blurred out. I'm so sorry, honey, I did not mean it, right? The other side is he get really defensive. He would be like, oh, what are you talking about? You're overreacting. Like, not even a big deal. Why are you making a big deal out of it? So if he says things like that, I think you need to have a further conversation on this because he's not fully acknowledging how you felt, right? He's just brushing you off, and then he is getting really defensive about the fact that you are hurt and he can't even respect you and value you for what you just expressed to him. And that's a red flag for me personally. So now that you have the 3 tips on how to have these difficult conversations, you gotta also know how to remain calm during the conversation so you can convey your points across. So watch this next video up here and I'll see you next time. Bye.